Hello, my name is Rafa Sheikh, and in this video we will see the use of articles. Here is the content of the presentation. We'll start with some concepts, with two important rules, a methodology for article use, some special use, and a summary of it. The important thing here is to know how to use articles correctly, to understand some basic rules, and to establish a clear procedure for choosing the right article. First, normally when we first mention an item in this course, we use an or no article. And when we again mention this item, that is, it is a noun, then we use the article there, like in the examples. I saw a strange crack in the pipe. The crack caused the failure. Or I asked the electrical engineer for advice. Was the advice useful? The most basic difference between an and the is that an can be used only with countable nouns. Normally, to give definitions such as in an atom is the smallest part of matter, or to express the unity. For example, there's a central computer monitoring system. On the other hand, they can be used with countable or uncountable nouns to give a specific reference. The screw over there is very dirty, or the furniture in your office is very dirty. In English, we have the rule of generalization. When we speak in general, without making a very specific reference to something, an item, the rule is to use no article. When we are using countable nouns, we use the plural. Computers are necessary for engineers. Whereas if we are referring to uncountable nouns, we use the singular with no article. Advice is welcome when you are desperate. Here we can see the difference between general and specific reference meaning. In examples 1 and 2 with countable nouns, example 1 is general meaning, robots are necessary nowadays, whereas example 2 gives a specific reference. The robots that the company bought are necessary for its good performance. Examples 3 and 4 are for uncountable nouns. 3 is for general, information is crucial in the company, and 4 is for specific reference with the article the. The information in this book is crucial for the company. Another important rule is the one that says that a singular countable noun in English must always have an article in front of it. It can be a if the reference is general, or we are given a definition. A helmet is a piece of personal protective equipment, or the if there's a specific reference. The bolt in this component is very old. Now we're going to see a procedure or methodology for article use. The first consideration is whether the noun is countable or uncountable. Here we have examples. Normally, substances, materials, food are uncountable, and many other items are countable. Then for countable nouns, we have to consider whether they are singular or plural. Here you have to determine a singular or plural nouns. And remember that if the noun is singular and countable, it must always have an article. Here we have the examples. For countable nouns, the consideration is whether they are definite or indefinite. To make this decision, we ask ourselves this question. Is the noun known to both the writer, speaker, and the reader, listener? If it is known for both, then use the for singular or plural. If it is a noun to both and singular, we use an, and if it is a noun to both and plural, no article will be used. For non-countable nouns, we also have to consider whether the reference is definite or indefinite. If the non-countable noun is indefinite, we're talking in general, no article is necessary, as we saw. And if the non-countable noun is definite or known to both, then we use the. Here we have some examples. What articles should we use? If we apply the rule, then we have these articles. Here we have some special use of articles. We use an with the name of jobs and professions always. She's a chief engineer in the company. We also use an to mean one in fractions and big numbers, such as half a kilometer, 1.5, or 1,000. And we also use an to mean each when we are expressing frequency, how often, and also measurements. The car runs 200 kilometers an hour once a day. We use the before something that is unique. This is another special use. The sun is an efficient source of energy. We also use the with institutions when we refer to the building, where's the hospital. But with institutions, no article is used when we refer to their purpose. The technician is now in hospital. And last, we use the structure the plus adjective to refer to groups or nationalities as a whole group. The poor are suffering a lot with the pandemic. Then here is a summary of the uses of articles. For a or an, examples 1 and 4, the only possibility is to use them with countable noun. A helmet is a piece of personal protective equipment. It is not possible to use it with uncountable nouns. Then, with article the is used for specific reference. Examples 2 and 5. With countable nouns, the bolt that holds this component is very old, or with uncountable nouns. The work carried out by the engineers in the company was crucial to solve the problem. And no article is needed, as we saw, to speak in general. That is the rule of generalization. With countable nouns, in plural, computers are crucial in engineering company, and with uncountable noun, no article and no plural because it's impossible. Teamwork is a key competence for engineers. In conclusion, the important considerations when using the articles correctly in English are whether the noun is countable or uncountable, singular or plural, definite or indefinite, or whether we are making a general or specific reference. In English, we speak in general very often, and in this case, we don't choose articles. If the noun is countable, then it must be plural. A singular countable noun, on the other hand, must always have an article in English. It is convenient to follow a given methodology or procedure in order to understand the correct use of articles. Thank you very much.